Hey guys, welcome back to Backyard Hot Rod. It's Wayne here. And what we're going to be doing today is figuring out what the rear axle ratio is on the 70 CUDA. Now it was ordered with a 323 8 3/4 short grip, but unfortunately that original one is long gone. And the guy I bought it from, he put in an 8 3/4 from an e-body that he had, but he didn't know what the rear axle ratio was. So there's a really easy way to figure out what your ring and pinion gear is. As long as you have like a sure grip, and what we're going to be doing today is figuring that out, and all you really need is a piece of chalk. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be figuring out the rear axle ratio. It's real easy to do. First thing you want to do though is get the car up in the air, and I already have the car up on jack stands. There's jack stands underneath the rear axle, and now what we're going to be doing is counting the revolutions of the drive shaft or the yoke on the rear end, and count how many revolutions that has per one revolution of the tire. Now what I like to do to keep it nice and simple, just for math, is I like to start with one of the end caps basically of the U-joint that's not there. I like to point that straight down. It's a good starting point. And then what you'll do, I also like to mark that with a piece of chalk. And this is a simple chalk. Took it from my son's driveway coloring kit. And we're going to mark that right there, nice and easy, so we can count how many revolutions we have. And now that the rear axle or the yoke is chalked, now what we're going to do is make another chalk mark. Because all we want to do is count one full revolution of the wheel. Now I'm going to put a little chalk mark right here between the F and the G, point it straight down. So now what we're going to do is crawl back under the car, start turning the tire, and watch for that chalk mark to turn around. See how many times it comes around. All right, that's the half a turn. Okay, it's coming around. That's one revolution right there. Now let's take a look at our tire. So there you go. Our chalk mark is just past a quarter turn. And to be honest, I have a pretty good idea what gear ratio that is. But we guys keep working it around. So it's one revolution for the yoke. And that's two. Okay, it's just past, so it's about, I don't know, we're about 2 o'clock. So it's 2 revolutions. Crawl back underneath the car. Try to get the light on it there. And 3. Okay, it's almost coming around. So now what I'm going to do is, since the mark is really close to our starting point, I'm going to watch the starting point now and not the yoke. There you go. That's one full revolution of the tire. Now let's crawl back underneath the car and figure out where our yoke ended up. Well, our yoke made about a quarter of a turn. So if you take just shy of a quarter, we can call that a 323. So you have 3 full turns and just shy of a quarter of a full turn. So this car has a 323. Easy. All right, there you go. So we figured out what the rear axle ratio is in the 70 CUDA. Told you it's going to be real easy, and all you really need is a piece of chalk. I like to use the chalk because it's easy to clean up. It stays on whatever surface you mark it on, and it's not a special tool. You don't need any tape or anything trying to stick to greasy parts. Chalk works great. And now it's a good thing I checked it out, because I wasn't really sure, and the guy I bought it from thought it was a 355. Could have easily just went with his advice and assumed it was, but later on down the road, when you're tuning and dialing in the car for acceleration and RPMs, you're wondering what gear ratio it is. Now you know for sure. It is a 323. I also made a new intro you saw at the very beginning of the video. If you like it, have any suggestions, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And again, I appreciate you watching the video, and if you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe so you won't miss any future videos here at Backyard Hot Rods. Thanks a lot.